Congratulations to the winners of the Saratoga Ice Fishing Tournament. They definitely caught their fucking fish out of the Platte, though.
I
Bastards.
fucking believe it.
Fucking cheaters.
Welcome to the Rendezvous podcast. It's Davis, Bridger, and Buffalo Hunter this week. We're recapping how our fishing tournament over the weekend in Saratoga went. Not good is the short story.
Yeah.
There's really no long story to it. It was just not good.
Especially not for you. You bailed on the second day.
I don't care.
Fucking quitters.
At least I caught some fish there.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I fucking did.
You
Yeah,
caught
I
an
fucking
aquatic
did.
species that sucks
I
up
don't give
shit.
a fuck. You didn't catch shit. Not even a buzz. Pussies.
Yeah, I
didn't earn
Did you
that
even
buzz.
drink?
I did a little bit, but I needed to earn the buzz. I didn't earn the buzz.
Yeah, so we, Bridger, Hoon, and I went over to Saratoga to give it our best effort at catching a $20,000 fish and catching some other prizes. And Bridger's the only one that caught anything, and he caught worthless fucking sucker fish. Mr. I Love Trout couldn't even catch a trout. And
Yeah,
then
what
he
the
gave up on us
fuck?
the second day of the tournament and didn't even go soft.
Fucking suck.
I expect that from most trout fishermen, though.
God.
As do I. Tell you what, though, if it was a real tournament and there were some real fucking fish in that lake, ooh, we'd be in the money.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring up the Tongue River ice fishing that we went on, where
That's
supposedly there's real fish in? And
Okay.
guess what? We didn't catch shit.
That was just a bad day.
Yeah, that was just a bad
Oh,
day. We're in
yeah,
a wrong
okay,
spot. I haven't
okay.
fished in Montana before. I didn't get the survey of the land.
Bullshit.
Okay, mister, we need a fucking heater. It's cold in here.
Yeah, because we were in a canvas 1940s ice shack
1970s.
that didn't even have a
ice
fucking. It was falling in on us.
It's
while
got
we weren't
character.
while we weren't catching anything. God, I probably caught hypothermia.
I bet you
Fuck, it
caught
was
fucking crabs.
so goddamn cold in there.
I was warm.
Yeah, I know you were. Fucker.
Well, we were all warm this weekend.
Fuck yeah, we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Hoon walking around, showing everybody up at the tournament, sponsored by Vexlar.
Yeah. It's fucking sweating my ass off laying in the goddamn snowbank.
How
Okay,
much?
but he made Vexlar look super fucking bad in that
Oh
tournament.
no, I made him look great. I was like, I'm not catching a fucking trout for Vexlar. I'm gonna catch a goddamn walleye for Vexlar.
How much?
Can't make him look bad.
How much does that suit cost?
Oh, it's like a $400 or $500 suit. That thing is
Yeah.
fucking
Did you
warm.
fucking steal it?
I won it at an
Oh my
actual
God.
fishing tournament with walleye and not trout, and a lot of gambling and drinking.
Yeah, fucking. So Hoon and I went to this tournament last year, didn't catch anything. So out of 4 days on that lake, we have yet to catch anything. I don't even.
Worthwhile.
And like power bait, tried all the power bait in the world. Has anyone ever caught anything using power bait?
I never have.
Okay, but when you go to a sporting goods store like Cabela's, Bass Pro, what's always there?
Power
Power
bait.
Bait. Nobody fucking buys it. It's always the power bait section is the fullest section at every fucking sporting goods store. That's saying something. That is fucking saying something.
Well, not necessarily. They'd have to be selling a decent amount to make a profit.
Yeah,
like,
well,
nobody's
I mean,
just.
yeah.
Those companies aren't making power baits and not making profit.
Sit them on the shelves. The only time I've seen power bait really useful is for like catfish. I've seen power bait useful in like the South for catfish.
I never caught anything off of power bait.
No, I've never bought power bait. I'd never go to the store and I'm like, that one right there.
Well, fuck, you gotta try it. Like, I wonder if this shit works.
I'm guessing
Well, it
though,
doesn't, but
when
you gotta
use-
try.
When you use those little eggs, you know.
Oh,
those
like
would
the little
probably be
salmon
good
egg
for
things?
for like steelhead and you know fish and salmon because that's all they put on those. You know, they just put a fucking bobber and wrap some eggs to it.
Well, they say trout on the bottle.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like all power.
That's
like
a lie.
All
That's
power.
a fucking
Yeah,
lie.
all power bait's like good for trout. On a side note, what the fuck do trout eat? Because I tried worms. I tried fucking bigger worms. I tried mealworm. Fucking power bait.
We had maggots.
Yeah, tried the little leeches. Fucking nothing. What the fuck do they eat?
What do they eat during the winter?
Well, I mean, if they're on a lake or a river that's frosted over, it's got to be just larvae or stuff that they can find, stuff like that. There's nothing else that they could eat. There's no bugs. There's no hatching bugs, so it's got to be just larvae.
There's no trout in that fucking lake. That's
Trout
my
eat
hypothesis.
Yeah, trout eat minnows. Have you never seen a picture of somebody like catching a trout and they have a trout, like a small trout?
Oh, yeah, they eat
in their
minnows.
mouth? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, bullshit. Yes, or on the fishing trip, you're like, trout don't eat minnows. That's just a
We didn't
predator
have minnows
fish.
anyway.
I don't care, but that's what you said.
I didn't say that.
No, well, there's
Oh,
about
no,
to be
okay.
a fight in this room right now, just so you listeners know.
Yeah, it won't be much of a fight. You're kind of
shut
a quitter.
the fuck up.
One hitter quitter.
Yeah. Bridger made it like 3 hours into the tournament and was wanting to go home. Like, can we leave? It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
I didn't. It was not 11 o'clock when
It
I
was
said
pretty
we were.
much 11 o'clock.
I said, if we go home, I'm gonna stay home tomorrow. I'll fucking spend $17.50 on those 2 sucker fish that I caught. That was $17 a fish. It's a pretty good deal. No, but I mean, with the way that these guys talk up their ice fishing abilities, which clearly they don't
ice fish
fucking
for
have.
trout.
Oh
It's
my
true.
god.
Trout
You
are
can't
a
even-
summertime
No,
fish.
you guys can't even say that you have fucking.
You can't argue with me on
abilities
that
fishing
one.
for
Trout are a
walleye
summertime fish.
or whatever's in Tongue River. If there's some northerns, whatever.
Also,
you guys
I've
can't. No,
never
you guys
talked up
Oh
my
my
ability
God.
to ice
Bullshit.
fish.
Oh my
talk up
God.
Hoon's ability to ice fish.
Well,
because
he clearly
actually
doesn't
ice
have
fishes.
any.
I'm sponsored by Vexla.
I don't know. You're fucking not. Look, I'm sponsored by fucking Patagonia too.
Okay.
You aren't.
Just from wearing it. That's what he's saying, though.
Is this Patagonia?
No, this shirt is. This is North Face. I'm sponsored
He
by them
doesn't
all.
even know what he's wearing.
I'm sponsored by them all. That's the way. That's what he's saying, though. Fuck. No, but okay. So going into this tournament, right? They're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great time. We're gonna get there, and we're
We
gonna
never
catch some
said
fish,
we were going to
and
catch
we're gonna
fish.
get drunk."
We said we were going to go to the
Yeah,
lake,
got
drink,
drunk.
and eat $3 fucking breakfast burritos.
You did not.
I said, and this is a quote, because I tell everybody this. The best part of that tournament is the fucking cheap ass food at the concession stand.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about getting drunk, though. I thought you said
Oh.
you got drunk. Hell no.
Yeah,
you
that's the
didn't.
second best part of the tournament. I did get drunk.
Yeah, shout out to the American Legion that was selling good, cheap food at the tournament.
That was bomb.
Oh yeah.
That was bomb. Well, let's talk about like where we were. Let's actually talk about the tournament because we're just kind of going on and off about
All right.
everything but the fucking tournament.
For those of you that don't know much about Saratoga, which is probably all of you, they got one little lake. It's probably about like a mile long-ish.
It's about the surface area of Healy.
Yeah.
It's like the Powderhorn Lakes, except for we could do better at the Powderhorn Lakes
Yeah.
than at the
It's
Saratoga.
not a very big lake, but the thing that got me, which fucks me over, is the average depth is like 6 foot. What the fuck do you do with like 6 feet of water? You can't even use a fish finder. It's not fucking deep enough. Where the fuck are the fish at? Like, we moved around to several different spots, right?
on
And
the
we-
second day. Second.
Yeah, second day. Several different spots. Second day, we didn't even get a nibble. Like, what the fuck?
Well, no one, at least the second day this year, nobody around us got a nibble either.
True, which is fucking nuts. It's not that big of a lake, and allegedly there's some good fish that they dumped in there.
Nobody caught
Bullshit.
fish the second day. Like, I think they said there were maybe 20 fish the whole day turned in. The second day was pretty slow.
I guess nobody drove out to the Platte that day.
Okay, hear me out. This is what I was just gonna say. So for the people that aren't familiar with Saratoga, they got one of the better fisheries in Wyoming with the North Platte, and all they need to do is just dig a trench or a ditch, so that the Platte runs into the lake.
It does.
Boom.
That's it.
Well, through tributaries and shit, but not like it needs to go directly.
It's a
through.
reservoir. They pump water into the.
I know, but
Water,
you can't like they don't pump fish. You can't do that.
Yeah, there's no like fish access.
Yeah. So if they just give
the elevations when you could not possibly make a ditch that would get water from the North Platte to that lake.
Well, you get what I'm saying, though.
Unless you started way the hell up
They
there by
need to
Canada.
find a way to funnel a good fishery into that lake, and then it'll be fine. That's all I got.
No, they just need to empty that lake and start over with perch and walleye.
Yeah. I go to that tournament.
Yeah, so... I'm okay with not catching fish because it's even the best day of fishing or worst day of fishing beats the best day of going to work or going to school or doing anything else.
You right?
What really pissed me off was at the end of the tournament, we're over checking out the door prizes and just checking out who had the biggest fish and how big the biggest fish was. And they had prizes for biggest sucker fish and biggest or most sucker fish also.
Yeah, really just wanted to see if there was a chance we got a door prize. Walk out with something.
Yeah, and so I see a guy that I know who is on the leaderboard at second place. And I was telling Hoon, I was like, oh, cool, I know that kid. And this guy comes up, and he's like, you're part of the group, you got second? And we're like, no, I just know him. He's like, he came in after me, but I don't think his fish, they didn't measure his fish right. Mine was bigger. And I'm like, okay. And then Hoon starts making conversation with him. And
Just trying to make a little small talk.
yeah, and like... What'd you say, like...
Well, so he placed, and what he said was he caught like 6 on Saturday and like 5 on Sunday. And if he was in a good spot, if he was a local, I could almost believe that. But he said he caught like a few hourlies, like, because the biggest fish of the hour, they also got like a $100 prize, and it runs for like 10 hours, whatever it is. And I was talking to the guy, I was like, all right, well, I'm not from there. I'm from, like, northeast Wyoming, so I don't fucking know the lake. So I'm asking the guy, I'm like, well, what part of the lake were you on? Like, what were you using? What kind of lure? Like, where are you at? And he's like, well, I caught him in the lake. And he's just, like, really, like a really,
kind of a dick
like a
about
really prissy attitude. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah, you're like-
all right. You caught in the lake, huh? No, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, well, he's like, I caught 6 fish yesterday and 6 fish today, a couple hourly prizes, I'm in third. And it's like, oh, where were you at? And he's like, I caught him on the lake.
It's like, first off,
Go fuck yourself, dude.
It's like only someone who caught that shit in the Platte would have said they caught that shit in the lake. So that guy's a fucking liar.
And it's not like, one, he initiated the conversation with us. It's not like we were trying to get his honey hole of fishing on a lake that's maybe 2 square blocks in size, 2 city blocks in size. Like, we don't even need your specific coordinates, just like general area. Even like give us something. Did you have a worm on? What? Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be out here fishing every fucking weekend. I'm here like once a year, maybe. It's like, dude, it's kind of like what part of the lake? Like, what the? I don't know. I don't fish the lake. I don't really know exactly what the survey of the lake is. I'm like, throw a guy a bone here. Am I even using the right lure, the right bait? Throw me something here.
even if he had said like, oh, over on the east shoreline, fine, that is good enough. But like, oh, I caught him on the lake. It's like, don't initiate conversation with us if you're going to be a douchebag about it.
Fuck. Should have knocked that guy out.
Also, fuck Clayne Standish. If you're listening to this, help us out a little bit, buddy. Come on now.
I wish I knew had known he was there.
We could have teamed up.
I don't think he wanted our help. He didn't
Well,
really need
he didn't
our
need our
either.
help, but we needed
We
his.
needed
That's
his
for
help.
damn sure.
Where the fuck are you? It's not a very big lake, and there's a lot of fucking ice houses out there. Like, every direction, just, it's full. Like, it's kind of hard to hide. Like, if you're a fish, it's kind of hard to hide from the fucking fishermen. Like, every square foot of that lake's covered. Where the fuck are the fish?
Well, like, when we tried everything, I mean, we tried everything.
Yeah.
We even, like, tied some weights to Christmas garland so it would be reflective and stuff in the water and attract
We tried
fish.
everything.
That didn't work.
Different kind of lures, different colors, different baits, try different areas, different depths. It's like, we can't catch shit.
There ain't
the fuck
shit
are we
in that
doing
fucking
wrong?
lane.
So you could imagine after 2 days of like fighting off wind on a goddamn frozen lake in the middle of January, right? You kind of hope that somebody would give you just throw you a little bone, right? Talking to one guy. It's like, what? Just give me a color or a bait or a depth or something. You need to fish in the lake. I'm like, I'm about to drag your ass in the lake, you fucking faggot.
See, this is going off the topic of these douchebags that weren't helping you guys out. Have you guys ever been floating on a river?
Yep.
And you pass like guides, like
Yeah.
a guided raft or whatever. Those guides think that they fucking own the river. And like not the fly shop of the Bighorn guides. Those guides are cool. But like if you go up into Montana and you're just on the river and you pass them, assholes. Just assholes. So it doesn't surprise me that, well, all ice fishermen are assholes. Especially you two.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay.
God damn.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can consider you guys fucking ice fishermen.
Dude, come
I've
to
never
Mobridge next year.
considered myself an ice fisherman. I've only been ice fishing for 2 years.
Longer than I have.
Come to Mobridge next year.
I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm never ice fishing with you fucks again.
Okay.
That's it.
Be a
right
quitter.
there.
Be a quitter.
No, I'm not a quitter.
He's a
As
quitter.
I never
Be a
started.
quitter.
He's
I
a
never
quitter.
started.
Be a quitter.
A habit is supposed to form in like 40 to 60 days or whatever, and so it's not a habit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
You're a quitter.
Fuck ice fishing.
You're quitting.
You're
No, I'm
quitting.
not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I tried it out. I said, fuck that. That's not quitting. That's
quitting.
At least trying it out.
That's the definition of quitting.
Like I said, leave it to a trout fisherman to quit after 1 day of fishing.
It was 2 super shitty days with you two.
It was
God.
one.
No, I'm
You
talking
were there
about the
for 1
fucking
day.
one last year too. God
Oh,
damn.
yeah. Ooh.
Well, that was it.
Oh,
Was like,
I'd go ice fishing. Fucking. Oh, and then on
Whoa.
that same
you went
fucking.
you went ice fishing for a total
Again,
of 12 hours
again,
in 3 years.
On that
Whoa.
same fucking trip to the Tum,
I averaged 12 hours
Coon-
a fucking week.
Coon's fucking dumbass brought a fucking cordless power drill for an auger, and we got what, like 3 inches into the ice, maybe 2.
Hey, I figured I was
My
wrong with that
God.
fucking thing. That was a manufacturer error on the fucking auger.
Well,
that thing was
shit.
goddamn round. It didn't even have the grooves in it for the bit. And I was
Luckily,
like, what the fuck?
Luckily, Carter's dumbass was there, and we made him go ask the neighboring fishermen for their auger. God damn, no, I'm not fucking going back with you guys. We'll go fly fishing one day, and it'll be
and
a
you'll probably quit after half an hour.
10 times better day than.
Bridger's
than
mad because he
fucking-
had to ice. He had to drill a hole in the ice. He made like
Oh
3
my
inches in
God.
and quit.
Oh,
Yeah, this is hard.
he gets down like maybe what, an inch from the bottom. He's like, I can't do this anymore. Something's wrong with your drill.
I did not say that.
Seconds and
No, fuck
finishes
you,
the hole.
fuck you. No, I was fucking.
Hey, look at
That's
that.
like the 3rd or whatever hole that I drilled because you drilled 1 and you drilled 1.
6.
And you're like, oh, we got to set up the tent, and y'all didn't do shit.
I set up
You
the
fucking
tent.
set it up, and then you're like, well, I don't even know how to put the fucking straps connecting this so that the wind doesn't blow it away.
Yeah, I did.
Well, after
Did
a
it blow
while,
away?
fuck.
As you can imagine,
cocksuckers.
I don't think Bridger had much fun.
He just didn't drink enough. I don't think.
I had fun when I hooked into the 2 fish, and then I saw what they were, and I was like, well, fuck.
See, now if you'd been trashed, that would have been fun as hell because that would have taken 20 minutes.
I should have, yeah, you know,
Relentless.
we should have just set the drag super loose, so we're fighting it for like 30 minutes.
Just let it swim across the
Yeah,
lake.
yeah.
Just burn up some time.
catch everybody's
Yeah.
catch everybody's lines that are surrounding us in there, so it just fucks them
Oh,
over
you
too.
could do it. Everyone's close enough on the lake. It's so damn
That would be
compact.
funny. That would be fun.
Yeah, just let out your drag and just let the fish take it
just
out
go.
100 yards and
Yeah.
let it swim around in a bunch of circles. Just fuck
Yeah.
everybody. Then say fuck your own line and cut it. It's like, I'm not dealing with this. Let everyone else deal with it. Everyone's fighting each other. What the fuck's on here?
Nobody's line is connected to the fish. Well, it'd come off if I cut my line.
No, it'll wrap enough.
It'd be wrapped enough.
I mean,
Yeah, it'll wrap enough.
Well, have you ever like?
You'll have every
have you
ice
ever
house
caught
around
a
you. He's like,
fish
oh
and
shit.
it tangles one other line and you get
yeah, but
the
if you cut the line of the one that is in the mouth of the fish, it'll just slide off of the other lines.
Okay, let me finish. Have you ever been tangled with one other line after catching a fish?
Yes.
You sometimes have to cut both
Sometimes
lines
there's
because
not.
it's so fucked up.
Sometimes
now, if you're
there's
gonna
not.
catch six
Yeah, you
different
get-
people's lines, well, cutting one is not gonna help shit.
If we're lucky, okay? The only time that I'll ever go fishing with you again is if I can do that.
Go
No,
to
that's
Mobridge.
such a dick move. I wouldn't do that.
Come to Mobridge.
No!
Why?
Are you at least gonna go to the DeSmith tournament?
Davis, I don't know how many fucking...
This is for Papa Dave, okay?
Okay, Papa Dave, you really selected the wrong weekend for the DeSmith tournament because it's the same weekend as the ski joring in Buffalo.
Well, then set out some tip-ups and come back
Yeah.
later.
Oh, that's another thing I didn't like about this Saratoga
Oh,
tournament.
yeah, that's
You get-
fucking cheating.
You get out there and there's 300 pop-ups already on the ice. that
Yeah,
have been
people
there
just
overnight.
people leaving them out there for like a day or two. Well, I can almost guarantee you at least half of those ice houses have a hole drilled in it with a tip up. So if they actually they have an opportunity to catch a big fish, while just fucking sitting out there. It's like, well, I'm sure half the goddamn people had a tip up in their fucking thing because 80% of the fish were turned out in the first hour.
Yeah, there were.
It's
What
like,
was
huh.
there? Like 30 fish the first hour?
Yeah, it's
This
some
is like 7 in the morning. There's just a bunch of people from 7 to 8 and then 8 to 9 just turning in a bunch of fish. And it's like, you definitely had a line in overnight. There's
Oh.
no way you didn't.
Absolutely. Some people had 2 clams set out and they didn't come back until the fucking tournament was over.
Yeah.
Cheating bastards. Fucking trout fishermen.
Worthless.
Worthless. But in all honesty, I'd probably do the same thing if I lived in Saratoga. It's like, fuck that. I'm going out 2 days in advance. Get some lines in the water.
Just, yeah, all you need is a fucking string line.
Pop-up.
Yeah.
No,
Or
just get
the
a string
flag.
No, just get a string line. You catch your fish, you put them on a stringer, keep them in the water so they stay alive, and then bam.
Oh, yeah, then you gotta catch the fish first.
No, well, I mean, yeah, you could go out there 5 days in advance and just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're not out there to like put them on the stringer, then
Well, yeah, I know, but it's like the guy that we were talking to on the Saturday where he was like, what didn't he say he was here? He was out there on Friday. You know, the guy that we were going to get food.
oh yeah,
And he was like, oh, yeah. So all you have to do is catch a fucking okay sized fish, stringer it, put it back in the water so it'll just swim around near your ice shack, and then turn it in when you're fucking ready for it.
yeah. I bet that one guy that pissed us off was one of those people.
Oh, I bet.
He's probably out there a month early, catching fish and just stockpiling.
Should have slashed his goddamn tires on his fucking Prius. Fucking worthless.
What else we got?
What other bullshit happened during that tournament?
The wind kind of sucked.
Yeah, the wind was...
It was blowing 30,
Fucking
40 miles
awful.
an hour.
Shit's blowing across the ice. Gotta jump out of the fucking ice hut, go chase shit down.
Is that about it? That about all that happened?
Just about. We don't have any fish to brag about. I didn't get any big
Do you
checks
want
in
to
the
brag
mail.
about your suckers? What were they, like 3-inch long?
Well, you know, no. all the trout fishermen will be happy that I did that because suckers eat trout eggs.
Trout eat trout eggs.
Well, yeah, but so do suckers.
Yeah, but so
then
what?
I'm just helping the trout population out a little bit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And if there were walleye or yeah.
Yeah. There's supposed to be walleye.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't believe it. muskrat out of the
Oh
racks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about
they
that.
They're fishing.
We saw that. Who were we going? Do you remember we saw that?
Yeah. That was.
Do you remember we were coming back from getting hot chocolate and shit, and he was holding
You guys
it.
never told me. You guys never told me you
Well,
seen it
I
when you
didn't-
got back to the fucking
We
ice
didn't
house.
fucking put it together. And
I didn't put it together until the next day when we found out about that going to get breakfast again. So Bridger and I are driving. We go get some breakfast and drive by the tent just to see what the hourly winners were and door prizes and stuff. And some dude is holding this muskrat, and I'm like, okay, like what is he? What the fuck is that? So the next day, Hoon and I are getting breakfast, and those American Legion people are talking to us about that stuff, and they're like, yeah, someone was ice fishing and got a big bite, and it was fighting pretty strong, and they reel it in, and they pulled a muskrat through the ice and then brought it into the tent. Was like, I don't need to measure this, but this is what I caught. Hoon and I were like, could you fucking imagine having pulling a muskrat through the ice and it having just going all over your ice house?
Oh,
and,
jumping around, fucking
around,
scratching. Oh.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bet you those guys had a hell of a story. That's one of those stories that people just won't
yeah.
fucking believe.
No.
Like, I reeled in a fucking muskrat through the ice. Like, no, you fucking didn't.
Like, how long can muskrat hold their breath
That's what I was
underwater?
wondering too. I bet he has a den that
More than me.
If he goes on,
Yeah.
I bet that's what he does.
My record's like 25 seconds.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
Fucking muskrat.
That's the highlight of our fishing trip.
Someone else
catching something.
Like, what the fuck?
God damn it.
I'm fishing for muskrat next year when we go.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to put on to fish for a muskrat?
I don't know. Fuck, what a muskrat.
I don't know. Maybe just minnows? They gotta eat minnows, right? Don't they eat minnows?
Can I catch a minnow?
You can't have minnows in that lake, so.
For those of you that don't know, muskrat's like a beaver rat looking thing.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
We'll leave that image in your head.
It's all right.
It's a hybrid, okay?
It's a beaver rat.
Yeah, so I told Hoon I am not going back to that tournament next year, but I know come December I'm going to be like, hey, Hoon, there's a $20,000 fish to catch. You want to go?
Oh shit, 20 grand. Fuck yeah.
So we'll go.
That's what got us 2 years in a row.
We'll go a third year
Desperation.
without catching anything.
I believe it. We're dragging Bridger along too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got chloroform. He just wakes up. What the
If you do the math, you can fish in that tournament 571 times if it stays at $35 for entry fee before you aren't making money. So you just have to catch the fish once. You have 571 times.
Well, no
So
shit.
theoretically, you should be able to do it once. That's what I think.
Who was I talking to that was explaining why it's so hard to catch these fish? It was someone at the tournament.
It was the guy
Yeah.
that we talked to on Saturday.
Yeah, so these trophy fish at these tournaments that are $20,000, $10,000, $5,000 each, they're so hard to catch, I guess, because the Game and Fish is who places them in the reservoir, and they just feed them for weeks.
Yeah, get them nice and full so they don't want to.
Fat and full, and then when they put them in the lake right before the tournament, those fish are too full and don't want to eat anything, so there's like a really tiny chance they'll even look at your hook.
Yeah.
So.
And then if they actually do have an appetite of any sort, they're probably going to be looking for the shit that they were fed in the fishery.
Yeah.
It's like corn or whatever that is that they're feeding
Well,
them.
they have those little pellets.
Yeah.
You know, those little...
Yeah,
What
I'm
are we
gonna
talking
save.
about?
I'm gonna go out to the fish hatchery and save some of those and use that shit.
Yeah, because those hatchery fish, they probably never seen a worm in their life. Like, they're not going to want to bite a worm. They're not going to get too experimental with it.
So I wonder if those hatchery fish, how long they survive in the wild when they don't have that food source, and they have to figure out what a worm is or what a.
Yeah. I bet probably like a third of them probably die off. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 2/3 will probably figure it out. So.
Well.
Yeah.
Signing off.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Where's my phone?
Your phone?
Yeah.
Right here. Oh.
I'll plug the Smith tournament coming up.
Don't waste your time. I'm joking.
Okay, so Sheridan Rotary Club is putting on a fishing tournament Saturday, February 27th at Lake DeSmet. The biggest prize out there is going to be a $25,000 fish. And speaking to my dad, who's in Rotary and like helping put this on, I think they're going to try to do like 200 tagged fish, $50 a piece, and then draw a number 1 to 200. And if you catch that tagged fish whose number is drawn, then you get the $25,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell people, get a fuck ton of people out at DeSmet February 27th, and let's fucking hammer away at those trout.
Partially sponsored by the Rendezvous.
Oh no, Rendezvous did sponsor him for $100.
Papa Dave, I'll try to be there. Just so you know, I'll try.
I'll be there, but I'm not going to work with concessions. I'm showing up to a fishing tournament to be in a fishing tournament.
Yeah, so Hoon offers his help like in the planning portion, or like, you know.
I've been to a tournament or two. I know how they function.
My dad texts him back. He's like, "No, it's okay. You can just help the day of." And he's like, "No, I'm not going to a tournament to help."
In it to win it.
Yeah.
And drink.
Yeah. So I think biggest perch for that one will be $1,000. I think that's what they want to do. I'll get my dad on here soon, and he'll plug the details.
Nice. Does he have any advertisement made yet? Because he's got to get on that shit.
Well, I think they were going to do a website, but yeah, they got
to get on that. Like, all those old fuckers, they take a while to figure out what's going on, and those are your main source of income on those tournaments. You have a bunch of old fucking fishermen, and then me, and then like that's about it.
Yeah, I don't see that tournament going well for us either, because it's mostly trout.
Yeah.
So, to getting drunk.
Hey, you might catch a kokanee salmon. They're starting to get bigger.
Yeah. How many years have they been in there? That first group? 3?
Year and a half. 3?
Yeah, haven't they been putting them in there for 3 years?
I thought it was like a year and a half, but I don't know. I'm fucking ancient, so. They should be getting pretty close to full size, so.
All right. Final thoughts, Bridger? You quitter?
You know, maybe I'll give it one more attempt, and hopefully, maybe we'll go to Healy so I can actually catch some fish.
This is a bad year at Healy.
Okay, maybe a good year. I'll go to Healy.
Yeah. Bad year at Healy. We only caught like 10 perch when we went.
Yeah. Well, they drained the damn reservoir.
They drained it so low that a bunch of fish died off. But yeah.
Fuckers.
Let's go to Keyhole.
Let's go. Keel's got some good shit.
Yeah. We're gonna drag you. You're coming again.
I know, that's what sucks.
Yeah, we're taking your truck.
That's what really sucks.
You're gonna come until you catch a fish.
Fuck.
An actual fish, not a trout.
Yeah, real fish.
Oh,
Trout's a summertime fish.
Oh, suck it.
Northern pike, walleye, perch.
Hoon, final thoughts?
Saratoga guy that was being a smartass. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm coming back for you next year.
And with that, we'll see you next time on the Rendezvous.